All right, yo, we back to this burnt toast segment. I'm your host Magno. Got Shorty, got Dre, got Sam in the building, and we're gonna discuss today the different emotional IQs that men and women have, and we want to see examples. And who do you think has more of a emotional IQ than the other gender?
I think it varies.
Thank you.
For both
Per
genders,
person?
yeah.
No grouping.
I don't think like women are like, oh, it's not like women have the higher emotional IQ or men. I don't think that.
What does it mean to have a higher emotional IQ?
Emotional IQ is the capability of individuals to recognize their own emotions and those of others.
I think men have women beat on that.
You think so? Why?
Cause I feel like the majority of the time,
Oh,
yes.
all right. He readjusted himself. He's all right. He brings
I
the
feel
fire.
like for the majority of your life, yes. I feel like men just they're just in this little area forever where they're just kind of neutral all the time. Women, they're either super low or they're super high. And when they're super high, sometimes their emotions are just so high up in the air that like nothing else matters. And I just feel like dudes aren't like that. I feel like dudes sometimes they're just more practical. They're just more like visual than anything else. You know, women tend to look at things from an emotional level. And that's what
I cannot wait to see the comments on this.
That means pretty much that men, based upon what you said, would have a lower emotional IQ then, because we're pretty much saying we don't have emotions. Like they were pretty much just.
No. It's realizing your emotions, realizing the things that are like going on around you.
I don't agree with that because there's various things. One is like how you're brought up, your cultural awareness.
Yeah.
Like there's different cultures that bring attention to different things. There's also like, for example, if there's also stuff that like prevents you from being emotionally aware of things, like autism. Like, you know, people with autism aren't really, depending on where they lie in the spectrum, they might not be aware of like what. They might show empathy, but they're just like, yo, I'm focused on this one thing and this is like what I'm good at. And they might say something that sounds like wicked offensive to somebody else, but they have no idea that was offensive.
Mm-hmm.
What was I going to say? You know, there's a show on Netflix that like it highlights that stuff. It's actually pretty good. I forget what it's called, but
Is it called
it's some kid.
Are you guys talking about what gender cares more?
No, but I'm saying that the point of what I'm trying to say is that autism is something that affects both women and men. Mm-hmm. So it's not just like, oh, we can't say that one gender or the other is more emotionally in tune. Yeah, because it affects both people.
Yeah, I think it depends how you grow up. I know some cold-hearted men and cold-hearted women.
Yeah, definitely.
You know what I'm saying? Like I know people that are mad emotional that are both on the men's spectrum and mad emotional that are on the women's spectrum. So I think it all depends on the household, how it was brought up, who was there, whether the mom or dad was there. You know, all those factors, they play a key role into people developing emotions from a young age. And so I don't think you could side in one direction. You know what I'm saying?
I think they're equal, to be honest. Because if you think about cold-hearted men or cold-hearted women, if you think about the reason for their cold-heartedness, has to do with emotion. Like a woman who's been cheated on, she becomes cold-hearted. That's an emotional decision. So I feel like she had to discern between her emotions and discern between the situation and had to decide to do that. Right. And the same thing with men. Even though he may not got cheated on, or he could have seen something happen to someone else, or he doesn't want to get hurt, and he's already being like anxious. Like I feel like it's even.
I think it's even, but also different though. Because I don't feel like men necessarily care about the same things a lot of the time that females do. And the same thing or vice versa.
Well, yeah, because the emotional triggers are going to be different for every person.
Like, every person, but I don't feel like that's gender.
Right. For males, they might be, you know, more, well, like you were saying, like, unfortunately, women get cheated on more than guys.
I don't know about that.
Yeah,
I mean, it's more recognized.
It's more
exactly. It's more recognized that like
guys get caught more. That's what it is.
I don't know, but I just feel like people just care. It's just worse.
What do you hear about more?
It's worse for a dude to cheat on his girl.
What I'm saying is, what do you hear about more? Is
man.
The man cheated on the woman. That's what you hear about more. So like, that fear, that that possibility is always is an emotional trigger.
Yeah.
For a guy, it might be something different. It might be like, you just want somebody to be able to open up to when you get home. And if they're just off doing their own thing and want their own space, like, you're not getting that. You're just gonna be like, yo, what is this?
Some people are just lazy. That's why they don't do it. Honestly, why they don't do relationships. It's like really because it's a lot of work. And some
Yo,
people are just
relationships
lazy.
are
I'm
bad
not
work.
gonna lie to you.
That's
I'm
what
like,
people don't get. Like people are like, yo, why you single? Why? But like, yo, they don't understand. Like, you're investing a lot
It's like
in
running a
another person.
4K.
Like, you have to be.
Yo, it's
You have to be
work.
ready. Yeah, you have
But
to be
it's-
ready to answer texts.
It's only 2 miles.
You know what I'm saying?
I don't think
You have
that's
to be
true.
available.
I don't feel like people are necessarily lazy. I feel like those people that say that they're lazy, they secretly
Triggered.
they want that. They want to be in that.
Trigger.
But I feel like sometimes, like for example, the average time it takes for meeting a girl, talking to her, figure out you like her, you guys of course expressing the same
It's at
emotions,
least
and
at
actually
least
getting
a
with each other.
6-month period.
Yeah,
I'll
but
say average, yeah, something like that.
That's what I'm
like
saying,
From
at
meeting
least.
them, so if
From
on
meeting
av-
them and like
but
actually
that's a
making
lot.
that decision.
It's like a
to be-
6-month project, pretty much.
I
Is it
feel
worth
like
it to
I
you?
feel like that's not laziness. That's just commitment issues.
Yeah, lazy.
Yeah, if you're not committed to anything, you're lazy. Like you're not putting in the work.
Like, cause not like they don't like girls, or don't like guys. It's just they don't want to put in the work. A lot of time people go and like hoe out pretty much because it's a lot easier, no attachments.
Yeah.
They can easily just go like,
But there's also people that don't like commitment because of past situations.
yeah, 100%.
That's another. Yeah,
I
that's
was like
another
that.
factor.
I was like that at one point.
That's a cool story, bro.
Dang.
That's good. Anyways, dirty.
Back to my point. No, I'm just kidding. Go ahead. Elaborate. No,
Who
elaborate.
hurt you, bro?
Nah, yeah, man.
Who hurt you, man?
Emotional trigger. All right, proves my point.
This could be a cash me outside
Yo, with
moment.
that energy ad.
Nah, you know what I mean?
Just think about the
My
new
high
girl.
school girlfriend, she broke up.
She
with
crushed
me.
you?
She crushed me, and after that, like, I couldn't.
Did you
no,
make an album about it though, like I did?
No.
You failed.
That's
That's what you need to do to get over it. That's what I did. Let's make a 13-track album.
What if you can't rap? Then you don't really want to like,
I could
because then
sing.
you want to listen to it because it's gonna make you more sad.
But I could sing though.
But you can't. Okay,
Whoa.
you can sing, okay.
Just
But how about lyrics?
YouTube Sam
That's
Soda.
not-
YouTube
lyrics.
Sam Soda.
Yo, I just want to move on.
Yeah.
Just YouTube Sam Soto. I just want to move on, and you'll see this guy shine.
Is that like a real song?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's actually pretty good.
Okay.
It's him literally trying to move on. See, you dealt with your emotions right there. you had
Nah,
the
but-
emotional IQ to move on.
That was developed now though. I feel like back then
Everything's developed.
I feel like back then
You're being developed in your mom's womb when you know what I'm saying.
like, why you gotta go that back that far? Like,
Because.
I don't even care about that nonsense. No. Like I feel like I've grown into that, but I just feel like what I think is that everybody needs to get their heart broken once, and then you start
Facts.
then you start to develop that.
You need to be heartbroken to really like understand relationships.
Yeah,
Like I feel like those are the relationships that when you get married, good luck.
I mean, I think
you need some sort of heart.
Yeah.
Like you know what I'm saying. Like
I
that
think
doesn't.
you just need reality.
That's what I'm saying. That's
like,
what it is. Like you
there's-
need that reality. Like
You can't just have
heartbrokenness doesn't
Yeah.
mean that somebody cheated on you or dumped you.
No.
It just means like there was something that
people go
really
into
hurt you. Like really.
people go into, depending on the culture, people go into relationships thinking it's gonna be like a novela or like
Yeah.
what they see on movies and TV shows.
I like the way you said that, novella.
Novella.
I've been watching them lately.
Why?
They're
Stop.
good.
It's dope.
They're
No,
good.
bro.
Some of them are
Gossip
good.
Girl?
Some
You've
of them
been
are
watching
good.
novellas?
Oh my gosh,
gosh, bro.
Virgin, Jane the Virgin.
That's not a novella.
That's not a
That is
novella.
technically,
It is, though.
that is technically a
and
novella.
technically,
If it's
it
not
came-
on Univision or Telemundo, it's not a novella. Maybe Netflix, we can get away with it because they buy it.
I mean, the grandma speaks Spanish. The whole song.
Man,
the
if it's
whole-
on Fox or ABC, it's not a novella.
what's the definition?
It's a family
of novella?
sitcom.
Novella in Spanish.
they never end. Basically,
never-
It never does.
Like, they don't
I don't
even
even
have
want to watch
set
it anymore.
Jane the Virgin
because-
has seasons. A novella
only
is like
novella-
82
a novella. When you look at
82
novellas on
82
Netflix,
it's
it
like
only says
82
one season.
and like
Yeah,
82
it's like-
episodes.
500 episodes in one.
It
night.
does.
500.
Yeah, the only novella.
Betty La Fea, Betty La Fea was like 2
They
years.
recorded like 4 episodes in a
Like-
day. That's
It was
not
2
fair.
years.
Like,
The only novella that I
Novellas
could
are
get
on
through-
Monday through Fridays.
Yeah, every day.
Always at night. The one at 9 o'clock is the best one, supposedly. I don't know. I
No,
don't know. I'm
You
just-
had Betty La Fea,
La-
Pedro el
La
Escamoso.
Fea Más Bella.
Is that Spanish you just said?
Yeah.
Sound like Creole,
The
bro.
only one that I can get through is La Fema Bella. That's it, bro. The
La
secondary
Niña.
Betty. Oh,
La Femme. Yo, the Colombian novelas, top down, best novelas out there.
just because they have hotter chicks.
So basically, at the end, you guys are saying like no side is more emotional than the
No,
other one.
No.
And
I think
Background
I
matters.
think that
there's so
side
many
is-
factors that depend.
Yeah.
But I mean, like, just like, you know, our generation's great philosopher, Mike Jones said.
I think that
Back then they didn't want me. Now,
I'm
how they
hot.
all know me.
They are all on me.
I
Now, if you
think that-
disagree, just call 281-330. 8004.
Hit him on the low though.
You know,
I just think that the men, they just handle things differently. They handle things better on certain things, and women handle things
He just don't
better.
get what we say.
yo,
That's it.
fam.
I just think
He
we.
just want to throw that extra in there.
I just think that we're different, and we're meant to be
We are
cohesively
different.
working together. That's it.
We are
And
different, but when you throw words like better, you better
I think women are better
better
than men.
be
I
able to
think-
back that
Well,
up.
this
in
was a
person.
special guest that we're only having one time, so
It's the first and last
That's
time,
it.
ladies
first
and
and last
gents.
time.
Good, B. I'm supposed to be sleeping right now.
that's your
Nah, but we
So he's
appreciate
cranky.
we appreciate y'all tuning in. I mean, tune in next week. Burnt Toast segment. Peace.